Welcome to the making of.
Well, we're all not wearing shoes. I'm gonna put our shoes on.
Will we bother? Or is it like...
Just don't sit like that and it won't be in the shot.
Rock the socks. That's what
Rock
I say.
the socks, baby. Okay, so initially we got involved in the Kings of Concrete Capture Kings video competition. Basically, a friend of ours, Kieran, came to me on Facebook and sent me a link to the competition and suggested that I get some people together and enter it. The idea kind of started kicking around and
I think then me and Jazz started talking about it.
Yeah.
And then we rang Richie up and said, we've entered you in the Kings of Concrete competition.
No, we were talking on Facebook and Dave was like, so you looking forward to the weekend? I was like, what weekend? He goes, Kings of Concrete. I was like, I didn't, what? And of course, yeah, Dave talked me into it. I'm glad he did, because what happened. But yeah, that's kind of how it came about. We made Dave's house kind of base of operations.
Yeah, HQ Central.
We set up in Dave's spare room and we just started kicking ideas about how we'd actually go about filming it and our workflow and that kind of thing. We had just a cinema display and the two Dell monitors and the editing would be done on Dave's two monitors and we were using Jess's screen and laptop for logging and transferring and capturing and converting and all that kind of nerdy stuff that Jess wanted to talk about.
Because we're shooting at 60 frames per second and 30 frames per second and 24 frames per second, we had to make everything go together and play nicely, and they did. And we had no rendering in Final Cut, which was awesome.
When we actually sat down to think about how we would shoot the piece, we wanted to avoid your typical kind of skate video look. And the word we were all thrown around at the start was cinematic. Cinematic as possible.
We had great fun, experimenting with Richie's cam and attaching it to Dave's skateboard.
That was
Cue footage of us falling about laughing and Dave falling over.
In terms of how we would kind of put the thing together, it was like we wanted to tell a story and have a narrative beginning, middle, end. We said we'd use music to illustrate that too.
Yeah,
so the music we chose was very important.
We basically put out a list of tracks of what we're going to do. We spent a few hours putting a list of tracks together, and then it just came down to the day of editing, really, didn't it? And we're just like, well,
just
that
choosing
fits.
the right one.
Yeah. So
So the main part of day one was figuring out how to get all the gear into Wood Quay, because there's no parking, there's no way to get the cars in. We had like an 80-pound dolly to bring and with multiple cameras and rigs and everything, so getting that in was a challenge in itself. But once it did get in there, it was just, because the event is so well organised, it was just literally flowed, particularly with the filming.
I mean, we got there early enough and the Kings of Concrete guys were very, very helpful. They gave us our passes, they gave us a tour of the site, and then we just set up and went at it, really.
that was an insane day.
It was insane. Yeah. There was, what time did we get there?
Got there about 11,
Yeah,
so that
11.
we could set up the dolly and tracks because it was so large and took so much space. We wanted to set it up before the people got there, so that we'd have that place secured and we could go from there for the whole day.
I mean, we left the dolly in and around the circle the whole day, and at any one stage, Dave might run off with a different camera to get some shots of something else that's going on, or I might run off with my camera and get some different shots. So it was just a case of trying to cover as much stuff as possible, as well as keeping to our idea of having cinematic shots the whole time. Happy Independence Day!
Oh yeah.
Everybody thanks Will Smith and Jeff Goldblum for saving the world on Independence Day. Day 3 was a bit more stressful, especially for me, because I had to start the edit, and we were thinking about getting some editing done on the Saturday night, and it just didn't happen. We didn't have enough time. So basically, what happened was the lads went into the event with the gear and got whatever shots we needed to get for the day.
Yeah, and the Sunday seemed to fly as well, whereas the Saturday we were like just totally like, we were like busy, but we really knew we were busy. But I don't know, for me anyway, on the Sunday it was just, the day just went by like that, like it was a couple of hours. Yeah.
I actually wrote out on the Sunday morning, before I even started cutting one frame, I wrote out an edit kind of story, as in how I would put it together. What would go here, what would go there, what would go there, and I kind of stuck to that. Then we got back to Dave's later on, and I just went at it, I kind of, when I edit, I kind of get lost in it, and I kind of look up every once in a while, and it's like, Jess was there a minute ago. Where's Dave?
I was making my infamous potato rusties at that stage.
That's true. And
Making the rusties.
I was processing footage.
And every time I came back, I went back into the room, like Richie had just added like another 30 seconds, and it was just like amazing shit. Like
particularly when we're editing, it was like, we probably have some filler shots or something. We put them in. We didn't have that at all.
We didn't have that at all. We were throwing away good shots at the end.
I'm going to put that down to amazing talent of the people that were performing.
The amount of talented people involved in that event is just like from the skaters, the rollerbladers, the BMXers, to the graffiti guys, to the organisers.
Yeah.
Just it was an amazing weekend. I'd never been to the event before,
Yeah.
but I'll be there next year and the year after. It's
I-
absolutely amazing. So we hope you enjoy the video half as much as we did while making it. Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
You go to sleep now.
This is YouTube. We can curse all the fucking time we want.
Oh, can we? Great.
Yeah, fuckity fuck, fuck, fuck.
Fuckity fuck.